Hi, it's Alaska Granny. I'm on vacation in Iceland. I've been having a glorious time, and I thought I would share with you some tips and tricks of how to make your trip smoother. First of all, know that it is a long way away from all of the time zones in the United States, and so expect to have a little bit of jet lag. So, for example, where I came from, Alaska, it's 8-hour difference, and from the East Coast, it's 4 hours difference. So it can take a few days to become accustomed to the change of time. So what I did when I arrived was I stayed up until it was bedtime, and then when I went to bed, I didn't have any trouble falling asleep because I was very tired. And then you don't get your days and nights mixed up so much if you try to sleep when it's nighttime at your destination. I'm not bothered by the midnight sun, and the hotels have very nice blackout curtains, but if it's something that you're concerned with, that you must sleep in the dark, maybe pack a sleep mask. I don't like to wear a mask, plus the sunlight doesn't bother me, so that's not been a problem for me. Another thing to know is to bring a water bottle, because all of the water here is the freshest anywhere in the world. They have extra unique spigots that you can fill up your water bottle, which are handy. They're located just about any place that tourists go. So keep your eye out for those. They're not like the regular looking drinking fountains. They're very cute and clever. I brought an extra door lock because I was concerned about security. Even though I was staying in nice hotels, and I know hotels have extra locks, I still wasn't sure what it would be like. So I brought this travel lock that I use when I have stayed in Airbnb, and guess what? I didn't need it here at all because the doors have an extra overlap, so you can't put the device directly onto the lock and then shut the door. It doesn't work. So I didn't need to bring it, and all of the locks were very secure. And so so if you're coming to Iceland, you probably don't need to worry about that. Something I did notice, that no hotel that I stayed in did the door to the hotel close all of the way when I left my room. So be sure that you're pushing and pulling on the door, whether you're going in and out, to make sure that it latches securely. Everything is so clean, it's so beautiful, but I still pack some baby wipes. There's hand sanitizer available everywhere that you go, but it can really be drying on your hands. So maybe you want to bring some baby wipes to help soothe them, and pack an extra little bottle of hand lotion in your carry-on or your day pack so that you can continue to soften your hands and keep them moist. For one thing, if you let them dry out and they get cracked, you're more likely to have a problem then, because you're letting germs into your skin. So you want to protect your skin as much as possible. I was surprised that even though it's rainy here, it's light all the time, I packed sunscreen and I used it, and other people were like, why would we need sunscreen? And guess what? Even using the sunscreen, I did get a bit of a sunburn because the sun is just very bright. So that's something to recognize. Even on a cloudy day, you need to use it. It may seem like winter here, but it's still the summer sun. Something else that happened to me that I was not expecting, but I was prepared for, was some of the insects. I didn't see a lot of bugs, but you can see on my very first day at a waterfall, I got bug bites on my arm, which are extremely itchy. So since then, I've been using the mosquito repellent bracelets that I bought. You can even find them at the Dollar Tree if you have one near you. And sometimes you can even find them on sale for about $2 for $1. So I've been wearing those. I haven't had any more problems. I discovered that I didn't have any of the itch medicine in my luggage. I don't know why I didn't have every first aid. I guess we just can't predict everything. And so I was able to buy a small tube of cortisone cream at a pharmacy here in Iceland, but it was about $14. And I remember thinking, if I would have put that little thing in there in my suitcase from even the Dollar Tree, it would have only been $1 or $2 instead of so much. But I was certainly glad that I could buy it. I have it to soothe my skin, and lesson learned, I'm on my way. The power has been out 2 times since I've been here. Even though we're in Reykjavik, which is a big city, power outages happen all over the world. So I'm glad that I always carry a little flashlight in my suitcase, and then roll with the flow. It's part of the adventure. Things happen, and it's not a catastrophe. There's still plenty of things to see, plenty of adventures, more than enough food. Oh my goodness, the food here is so fresh and delicious. It's been amazing. These are some tips and tricks and items that you might want to consider packing wherever you travel. If you're coming to Iceland, I hope these suggestions help you enjoy your trip as much as I do. It's been absolutely amazing, and I'm very blessed that I've been able to have this experience, and so I'm pleased to share some of my adventures with you. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.